Hey guys, today is going to be a little bit of a different video type than I usually do. I wanted to address a few things. I've kind of seen some comments come in and it just got me thinking that I wanted to just give you a real talk kind of video. I created this YouTube channel a little over a year ago. I had been thinking about doing it for several months, maybe even a year before I actually pulled the trigger. And I just decided last summer, like, you know what, I'm going to just go for it. And I have so many things that I want to share, but I wasn't sure the direction that my channel would take. I knew that I wanted to talk about like a sort of an educational, but a little bit of an entertaining channel. And I was thinking I'll share some home hacks and some life hacks. Maybe I'll share, I have so many random weird hacks and things that I do in my everyday life that I just want to share with people. So anyway, when I started making my channel, the cleaning, home organization, decluttering, minimalism, that kind of content really took off, which was great because I am such a homebody. I love being home and I want my home to be amazing and as great as possible. And so that's really what my channel is about, home hacks, life hacks, things to make your home life better, things to make your life better as well. I do productivity things. I'm just kind of a little bit fascinated with learning new things and learning new ways to do the same old things but better, and then sharing that. And I'm always looking for things to share with you all. And I also hope my channel is motivational and inspiring, because I have to say some of the stuff I share, it's not new. You've heard this before, but maybe you just want to hear it in a different way or have a reminder, which kind of brings me to my first point. Some of the advice that I share are things that I've been doing for years and I have kind of figured out on my own, of course. But other things that I share are things that you would see on YouTube or TikTok. I do so much research because I want to bring you all the best hacks. Unless I call a video testing hacks, then I'm not testing hacks. I'm bringing you the ones that I know work and the best ones. And so I just want to mention that these aren't always all new hacks. It's information that you may have already heard, but in a different, hopefully fresher way. So that being said, I share a lot of hacks, and if you listened to my hacks, and saw all of the cleaning that I do on YouTube, you'd probably be like, oh, her house probably looks immaculate and perfect as always. So that kind of brings me to my second point. I am not perfect. My house is not perfect. In fact, I would say 50% of the time, my house is a mess. Because, and it's not just the kids' fault. It's fine. I have 3 kids and they're constantly moving things around and messing things up. But, there are 5 of us living in the house and it's impossible to keep it clean all the time. So a lot of the time, things are a mess. I do try to follow my hacks a lot of the time, or try to follow my advice, but I am obviously a real person who's living my life, and it's not always possible to follow all of the hacks and do everything perfectly. So what I want to say about this is, I don't want my channel to ever make you feel bad about yourself. I don't want you to watch me and say oh, well, she's doing all of this cleaning and her house looks great on camera. Gosh, what am I doing wrong in my life? Because it's not that way. This is I am filming stuff. I am filming things to teach you all and to share it with you. I hope you like it and I hope you find it interesting, but it's not in any way to make you feel like you're not doing enough, because you are doing enough. And the fact that you're watching YouTube and how to do things, you're way ahead of the game. We're all just trying to do our best here, right? So we're doing what we can. Okay, and then my third point is on minimalism. I never want anyone, because I did do one video, or maybe I've done a couple of videos where I've talked about essentialism. And I think people have taken that to mean that I'm kind of bashing minimalism. And it is just the opposite. I see essentialism as a category, a subcategory of minimalism. I do think that minimalism, when it originally started, was more about having fewer possessions and more so focusing on only what you need. But I know that definition has evolved over time, and I think it's a great lens to apply to your home and apply to the things that you're doing. And in fact, I've made a lot of videos on minimalism. It has so many good principles and so many things that we can learn from, and I love it. So I just don't want anyone to think like if I've called minimalism a certain way and I'm not a minimalist, it doesn't mean that I don't like minimalism or that I don't think it has a ton of value to offer. I almost feel like I can't, like I want to be a minimalist, but I can't call myself a minimalist because I do, and I know it's not just about like the number of things you have, but I do like to have a lot of things. I do want to be for sure more intentional and mindful and also sustainable about what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to just be buying a bunch of plastic crap, and I just don't want to be contributing to that because a lot of these products aren't designed for long-term use. It's not like I'm going to be passing them down to my children and they're going to be using them. So they are going to end up in a landfill one day, and I just don't want to be contributing to that. So I do think in that regard, minimalism is a great lens and a great way to think about some of the things that we're purchasing and that we're buying. So anyway, I just wanted to say, I think minimalism, it's a great way to look at life. And it is a really helpful way to make sure that you are living this intentional lifestyle and the lifestyle that you want to live. Okay, and then just my fourth point, the last thing that I want to say is I just want to say thank you to you all. I think you guys are so awesome. Honestly, like 99.99% of the comments I get on my YouTube channel are so nice. And like literally I get the biggest smile when I'm reading the comments that you all share. It makes me so happy. I love when we connect over a comment and you tell me like, this was great, this was really helpful, or this was a great video. It's like exactly why I'm doing YouTube. I want to help other people. I want to help you. And so I just want to say thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscribes. I honestly think that you guys are like the nicest people on the internet because sometimes I go on other platforms. I mean, I'm not on other platforms, but I'll go and I'll read the comment section of TikTok and everybody's just savage. And thankfully on YouTube, everybody is really nice and I think you guys are awesome. So I'm so thankful for you all and I feel like I've learned a ton from YouTube. And hopefully if you've been, some of you have been with me for this entire journey and I'm so happy that you are. I hope that you feel like my videos are getting better. Every day I'm like challenging myself to learn something new and try to get better. Even with cameras, I've just like adjusted my camera settings. So hopefully you all will notice a bit of a difference. You know, when I started my channel, I was filming my first like 10 videos on my phone. I go back now and I'm like, ooh, these are so bad. I mean, they had great advice, but they weren't like awesome to look at. So hopefully as time goes on, you will feel like the production quality is getting better. You know, I'm doing everything by myself and I'm learning it all kind of in real time. So thanks for sticking by me as we kind of learn how to do all of that. Anyway, that's my video. I wanted to do like a real talk kind of a video where I just share a few things that I've been thinking about. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.